I'd like to thank you for attending our little presentation today. This is we're going to be talking about the BackupAssist Multi-site Manager. Yes, today we're talking about the new BackupAssist Multi-site Manager. But first, I'd like to introduce to you BackupAssist. So BackupAssist is the complete solution to the data protection and recovery needs of small and medium businesses. With BackupAssist, you can confidently protect all your customers' systems, important documents, Exchange servers, Hyper-V guests, and SQL databases and all your other files. And it supports all kinds of restores. Combined with the powerful Recover Assist platform for bare metal recovery, you can handle all your customers' requests simply and quickly. Now, BackupAssist does support all of the backup targets that you're used to with your backups. It's got built-in strategies for archiving and rotation of portable media, so it supports external hard disks and RDX Quick Store and that sort of thing. Also, with support for iSCSI and the data container, it's got full capabilities for your file and imaging backups to network targets as well. It's got remote features like the hosted centralised monitoring console and of course support for the new multi-site manager. And that means your backup status and solutions are never far away. And that's just with the base product, because with BackupAssist, there's a range of optional add-ons that your customers will really use, like granular restores for Exchange and for Hyper-V, tape backups, rsync server support for cloud backups, and for Microsoft SQL Server you can do remote backups and also get point-in-time restores. Now, in June we released BackupAssist version 8 and added a whole lot of features to give you better protection, more flexibility, and also faster backups. For example, for system protection, we enhanced our imaging backups in a number of different ways. Also, for Hyper-V, we enhanced the UI to make it even simpler to protect your Hyper-V servers. We added automatic backup verification, which is designed to give you added confidence that you are being well protected. And fully customisable schemes means you can tailor your backup schedules to your customer's exact requirements, or indeed your exact requirements. And BackupAssist version 8 is now a fully Microsoft certified product for Server 2012 and Server 2012 R2. So we think BackupAssist is a great solution for small and medium businesses, but we were thinking, how can we make it even better for our partners? And this is where we introduced the BackupAssist Multi-site Manager. You could say it is the weapon that will help you to expand your operations across the galaxy. Seriously though, BackupAssist Multi-site Manager has been designed to extend and maximise the capabilities of BackupAssist that we just went through. So BackupAssist Multi-site Manager is a separately licensed standalone software solution for remotely managing all of your BackupAssist installations remotely across the internet using just a web browser. So how does it work? A multi-site manager environment starts with the multi-site manager itself. This installation, it can be installed on your laptop or workstation or any other machine in your network, or you can install it on a hosted platform such as Microsoft Azure or Amazon Cloud. The installation hosts the web application, the multi-site manager web application, and it communicates with all the remote BackupAssist installations. And we group them together. We group the BackupAssist installations in sites. So the multi-site manager communicates with the sites through a particular BackupAssist installation that has the role of site controller. And the other BackupAssist machines are all accessed through that site controller. Now it's just a role. It's a standard BackupAssist installation. You just choose a machine to be a site controller. So it's a bit like a router in a network. And it's in this way that you set up access through the multi-site manager to all of those BackupAssist installations. So managing your backups across all of your customers' environments, we know this can be tedious, it can take time and effort. But don't worry, because the multi-site manager will win control of your backups, reduce your costs and effort, and 3, it will free you from complexity. So I'm going to obviously talk about these 3 benefits through the presentation. Now, the control comes from the multi-site manager being an all-in-one management environment. So here we can see the all sites screen, where you get an overview of all the sites that are being managed, and you can see details like the number of machines being managed, and also you can see details about what's going on in the environment that you need to take a look at, like the number of computers with job issues, number of unreachable machines, and number of unlicensed machines. You can also from the screen then view reports across all sites and all computers, and view licenses across all sites and all computers. Or you can drill down into the site and see the same details when filtered by a particular site. Now I want to talk about how easy it is to set up this multi-site manager environment. So there's just 3 steps. The first is setting up the multi-site manager itself. So you install the multi-site manager, you configure it with username and password, choose a certificate if you want secure communications through to the multi-site manager, and you just do this the one time. The second step, of course, is to set up the site controller. As I mentioned, this is just a standard BackupAssist installation, but you configure it to be the site controller. And then you connect it up to the multi-site manager. And step 3 is for all the other BackupAssist machines to be managed, is you configure them to be a regular BackupAssist computer, not a site controller. And they connect up to the site controller. And that's it, you've got your site all set up. So now I'd like to talk about how this setup, the flexible setup, can help you to organise your backup environment. So the simplest setup is a single site solution where the multi-site manager is managing a single site through a single site controller, just like the Sydney office you see here. Of course, a multi-site environment is more common, where you're managing multiple sites like Auckland, Melbourne and Sydney. In a distributed organisation like this, it can pay to have another or more than one multi-site manager to manage different combinations of sites depending on the structure you've got. So, for example, you could add a separate multi-site manager to manage just the Auckland environment here. So this gives you 2 different levels of access to the backup environment, which of course can be very, very useful. Now in these scenarios we've looked at here, we've got one site controller and one site per office. But what if this Sydney office has lots and lots of BackupAssist installations? First of all, that'll be fabulous for us. We love to sell BackupAssist. But it could be harder to manage for you guys. So what you can do there is actually organise within the Sydney office and configure more than one site controller. A good reason for doing this would be if you apply different backup strategies to different types of servers. So we could have all your Exchange servers in one site, all your Hyper-V servers in another, and so on. Or you could break up and group the Office machines by operating system. It's another way of doing it. You could have your Server 2008 servers in one group, Server 2012 servers in another group, and so on. I guess it's up to you how you would like to do this, but being able to divide and control the backup environments means you get a more efficient and effective backup strategy. Now, I've mentioned that the Multi-site Manager has a web application that you use to manage the environment, and you certainly do that for your day-to-day tasks. But the remote session capability means you can also take full control of a BackupAssist machine when you need to do the detailed things. For example, like creating, editing jobs, or even performing restores. You can do that using the remote session capability. The best thing about this feature is it's using the remote desktop protocol, but it's fully contained within the Multi-site Manager solution, which means you don't need to do any different setup at the clients. You don't need to set up Terminal Services Gateway. So even for very small customers, you can take advantage of this feature. Those of you wondering about what operating systems a Multi-site Manager supports, well, it has the same level of support as BackupAssist version 8 itself. So this means the Multi-site Manager can be installed on these operating systems, and it can manage all of these operating systems running BackupAssist. Now, some of you are probably aware that we did remove support for Server 2003 in BackupAssist version 8. I was wondering, with a show of hands, is anyone be concerned about losing Server 2003 support in BackupAssist version 8? No, perfect, okay. But if you did want to talk about it, then come and have a chat and we can see. So, BackupAssist Multi-site Manager helps you to win control of your backups through the all-in-one management environment, the ability to take full control of a server when you need to, and the ability to organise your backups. Now, the second benefit I wanted to talk about is how you can reduce your costs and effort. And the first way that it does this is by allowing you to centrally manage your licenses. So you can actually monitor your trials and activate and deactivate licenses across all of your backup environments using the Multi-site Manager. So this is the site licenses view for the Sydney office, so the Sydney site. And we can see there's 3 machines. 2 are completely in trial. They've got 24 days left. And the third server there has actually got two activations, base license and 1 add-on. Now with the Multi-site Manager, for trial machines, you can very quickly just activate a license, enter the product key, click activate, and you're away. And you can just as easily deactivate and check all the product keys that are applied to a particular machine using the web interface. So this is much, much easier than going into each machine and applying licenses. The other way it can reduce your costs and effort is with centralised upgrade deployment. So with the Multi-site Manager, you can review the version numbers, and you can see this in the managed site view. We're looking down into a particular site, and we can see each server there, and you can see the version number of BackupAssist that's applied. No, I don't have a pointer. But then if you do see any machines that are out of date and you want to apply an upgrade, you do that, and it's managed through the site controller. So you click the Manage Update button there, and this is how it works. Basically, for the site controller, you download the latest version of BackupAssist to the site controller, just the one time. And then once you've got that version on the site controller, you can just deploy it throughout the site. Now, because you are downloading it to the site controller, the particular version, and it's up to you when you do this, it means you can apply different versions to different sites if that's appropriate. So, as well as centralised licensing and centralised upgrade deployment, the Multi-site Manager also has a lot of features to help notify you of when you need to attend to the backups. So this is the alerts report for all sites, and this shows you, among other things, a list of all the backup jobs that have got issues across your entire environment. And you can just double click on any of those reports, any of those items, and see the latest report to see what's going on that particular machine or that particular job. And you can do this at the all sites level or also at the particular sites level, so you can just see the details for the particular site. And of course you can drill down to the machine level, we'll see that a bit later, or even down to the job level and get all the details that you need. Now these all sites reports and these other alerts reports don't just show backup issues, but also show you when you have machines that are unreachable for some reason. Maybe they're down or have network connectivity issues to the site or something like that. Or also unlicensed machines that you need to get active. Of course, alerts in reports is one thing, but they're much better if they come to you, and that's where the summary reports feature comes in. So the summary reports feature basically grabs all the data from the machines across the site, produces an email daily and sends it to whoever you want. So you can configure it to send an email like this to yourself as a summary of all sites. And wouldn't it be great if it was as clean as this all the time? And you can also separately configure so that your customers can receive a separate email just for their site or their sites. And there's a few different options there as well. Now, BackupAssist is famously easy to use, so I'll say that because I can, but the multi-site manager is just as easy to use as well. So here's a couple more screens to see how easy it is to use. And this second one here is drilled down to a particular machine. And we can see the individual jobs there and the statuses and what they're all about. And you can do things with the jobs like enabling and disabling the schedules, or you can even run the job, monitor its progress, and have a look at the backup report, all from within your browser. Being browser-based, of course, is the thing. You can use it from pretty much anywhere. Haven't heard anyone using it from the fridge yet, but I'm sure that'll be soon. Now, I've mentioned how easy it is to set up the environment and a bit about the licensing, but I want to concentrate on the licensing now. So for licensing, there's just two things to remember. First is the multi-site manager has its own installer and its own subscription license. And two is all the BackupAssist machines being managed obviously need BackupAssist with its own license, but they also need to have backup care or upgrade protection as sometimes called. So it needs to have a valid backup care subscription for all the BackupAssist machines, including the site controllers. So just two things. Now, in summary, the multi-site manager reduces your costs and effort because it's got all of the centralised features that you need to do. Because you get the emails that come to you, you don't have to lift a finger, maybe just one, and you can use it from pretty much anywhere with an effective licensing model that really is easy to apply. So the third benefit that I introduced earlier is that it will free you from complexity, because it gives you centralised access to everything you need to manage your backups. At three levels. First level is you get those emails, and your customers get those emails so they know what's going on. You've got the powerful web application that you can do all the things that you need to do on a day-to-day basis. And when you need to, you can access the full BackupAssist console when you need to get full control. So we love the BackupAssist Multi-site Manager, and we know you'll find it easy to use. So please come and see us at the BackupAssist booth, and we'll let you have a go at it, and you can see for yourself how easy it is to use. Thanks very much.